Welcome back to MotorVibes channel. In this video, we will discuss 7 most V-twin cruiser motorcycles for 2024. From classic Italian style to American muscle, we've got something for every rider. Let's get this show on the road. Number 7, Harley-Davidson Breakout 117. Meet the Harley-Davidson Breakout 117, and let me tell you, this bike's a real showstopper. It's like Harley took everything cool about motorcycles, cranked it up to 11 and said, yeah, that looks about right. Picture this, a bike so long and low, it looks like it's ready to break the sound barrier just sitting still. It's got a back tire so fat, you'd think it was trying to eat the road. And those wheels? They're blacker than a moonless night and cooler than a polar bear's toenails. Now let's talk about the heart of this beast. Harley stuffed their biggest, baddest engine into this beauty. When you fire it up, it's like waking a sleeping giant. And when you twist that throttle, hold on tight, because this thing's got enough power to make you think you've been strapped to a rocket. But here's the thing. This bike isn't just about raw power. It's surprisingly well behaved for such a beast. It's like riding a well-trained dragon, powerful, but it'll go where you want it to. Now, I've got to be honest, this much awesomeness doesn't come cheap. It's gonna make your wallet cry a little. But hey, can you really put a price on feeling like a movie star every time you ride? So, if you're after a bike that looks like it could eat other bikes for breakfast, has more power than a locomotive, and turns every ride into an event, the Harley-Davidson Breakout 117 might just be your dream machine. Just be prepared for all the attention you're gonna get. Number 6, Indian Scout Rogue. This bike's got attitude with a capital A. It's like Indian took their classic Scout and gave it a shot of pure adrenaline. Just look at this bad boy. It's got a front end that looks meaner than a bulldog chewing a wasp, and a big old front wheel that screams, "Get out of my way!" It's the kind of bike that doesn't just turn heads, it snaps necks. Now don't let its tough guy looks fool you. Under all that attitude is a heart of gold. Well, more like a heart of pure power. The engine on this thing is like a caged beast, just waiting to be unleashed. When you twist that throttle, hold on tight. It's got enough oomph to make you think you've been strapped to a rocket. But here's the cool part. This bike isn't just about raw power. It's got brains to match its brawn. The gears shift smoother than butter on a hot skillet. And the seat? It's like sitting in your favorite armchair, but way cooler. Now, I've got to be straight with you, all this awesomeness comes at a price. It's going to make your wallet a bit lighter. But hey, can you really put a price on looking this cool and having this much fun? So, if you're after a bike that breaks all the rules, turns every ride into an adventure, and looks cooler than the other side of the pillow, the Indian Scout Rogue might just be your perfect match. Just be prepared for all the attention you're gonna get. Number 5, Suzuki Boulevard M109R. A bike's like that bodybuilder who's also a ballet dancer. It's big, it's muscular, but boy, can it move. Just look at this beast. It's got pipes that'll make you think a dragon's about to breathe fire, handlebars that scream attitude, and a seat that says, yeah, I'm flying solo, what about it? It's the kind of bike that'll make heads turn so fast you'll worry about whiplash. Now let's talk about the heart of this monster. The engine on this thing is huge. It's like Suzuki said, you know what? Let's see how big we can go. And boy, did they go big. When you twist that throttle, it's like unleashing a kraken. It's got enough power to make you feel like you're being launched into space. But here's the cool part. This bike isn't just about straight-line speed. Nope, it's got some tricks up its sleeve. It handles corners like it's on rails. It's like Suzuki took all their racing know-how and stuffed it into this cruiser. Now I've got to warn you, this much awesome doesn't come cheap. It's going to make your wallet a bit lighter. But hey, can you really put a price on feeling like a superhero every time you ride? So if you're after a bike that looks like it eats other bikes for breakfast, has more power than a rocket ship, and can still dance through the twisties, the Suzuki Boulevard 109R might just be your dream machine. Just make sure you're ready for all that power. Number 4. Indian Scout Bobber. Meet the Indian Scout Bobber. This bike's like that cool kid in school who didn't even have to try, it just oozes style. With its chopped fender and low-slung look, it's like a rolling piece of art. But don't think it's all show and no-go. The heart of this beauty is a powerhouse of an engine. It's smooth as silk, but packs a punch like a heavyweight boxer. When you twist that throttle, hold onto your hat, this thing's got some serious get up and go. But fair warning, it's got a bit of a rumble to it. It's not going to purr like a kitten, but that's part of its charm. It's like riding a thunderstorm. Now you might think a bike this cool would handle like a bull in a china shop, but you'd be wrong. This bobber's got moves. It's nimble and light on its feet, making it a joy to ride whether you're cruising down the highway or weaving through city streets. Comfort-wise, it's not exactly a lazy boy on wheels. The riding position is a bit more aggressive, so you'll feel more like a tough biker and less like a couch potato. But hey, looking this cool comes with a price, right? Speaking of price, the Scout Bobber won't empty your piggy bank completely. For around 10 grand, you can have a slice of American motorcycle history in your garage. So if you're after a bike that looks like $1 million, handles like a dream, and has enough power to satisfy your need for speed, the Indian Scout Bobber might just be your perfect ride. Number 3. Suzuki SV650. Let's talk about the Suzuki SV650. This bike's like that friend who's always reliable, not the flashiest, but always there when you need him. It's got that classic naked bike look, all business with a round headlight and a beefy gas tank. No fancy bells and whistles here, just pure, unadulterated riding fun. Now here's the kicker, this bad boy won't break the bank. It's like finding a designer jacket at a thrift store price. For around 7 grand, you can have yourself a slice of motorcycle heaven. That's less than some people spend on their morning coffee habit. The engine? Oh, it's a gem. It's not going to set your hair on fire with raw power, but it's got enough oomph to put a big old grin on your face. It's perfect for zipping around town or taking those curvy back roads on a sunny Sunday afternoon. One of the best things about the SV650 is how easy it is to handle. It's like it reads your mind, going exactly where you want it to. It's lighter than a feather, making it a breeze to maneuver through tight spots. Sure, the suspension isn't fancy, but it gets the job done. It's like a comfy pair of sneakers. Not the most high-tech, but they feel just right. So if you're after a bike that's more about the joy of riding than showing off, the Suzuki SV650 might be your perfect match. It's the kind of bike that'll make you fall in love with riding all over again without emptying your wallet. Number 2. Harley-Davidson Fat Bob 114. Now we're diving into the Harley-Davidson Fat Bob 114, and let me tell you, this ain't your grandpa's cruiser. This bad boy's got attitude for days. It's like Harley took a classic cruiser and gave it a shot of adrenaline. Picture this. Big, chunky tires, a tough-as-nails look, and a rumble that'll make your neighbors think there's a thunderstorm coming. But here's the kicker, this bike's got moves. It's like a linebacker who took ballet classes. Yeah, it's big and beefy, but it'll surprise you with how light on its feet it can be. Now let's talk about power. The Fat Bob's got an engine that'll make your heart skip a beat. When you twist that throttle, hold on tight. It's not going to win any races against those zippy sports bikes, but it'll put a smile on your face wider than the Grand Canyon. Comfort? Oh yeah, the Fat Bob's got you covered. It's like sitting in your favorite recliner, but way cooler. And let's be real, you'll look like a total badass cruising down the street on this beast. Now I've got to warn you, this bike ain't cheap. It's gonna make your wallet cry a little. But hey, can you really put a price on looking this cool? If you're after a bike that's powerful, turns heads, and has a little more pep in its step than your average cruiser, the Fat Bob 114 might just be your soulmate on 2 wheels. Number 1. Moto Guzzi V7 Special. Meet the Moto Guzzi V7 Special. This bike's a real blast from the past with its shiny bits and classic look. It's not trying to be flashy, but boy does it turn heads. Picture this: a gleaming headlight, a sleek gas tank, and a comfy seat for two. It's like Moto Guzzi took a trip down memory lane and brought back all the good stuff. Now, the heart of this beauty is its unique engine. It's set up in a way that makes the bike feel super stable, perfect for new riders getting their feet wet. Don't let its old-school vibe fool you, though. This engine's got some serious kick. It'll get your heart racing and put a big old grin on your face. The best part? You don't need to break the bank to own one. For just under 10 grand, you can cruise around on this Italian dream machine. It's like getting a slice of La Dolce Vita without emptying your wallet. Sure, it might not win any beauty pageants, but who cares? This bike's got character. It's like that favorite leather jacket you've had for years. It just gets better with time. So, if you're looking for a ride that's got style, power, and a touch of Italian flair, the Moto Guzzi V7 Special might just be your perfect match. It's a bike that'll make you fall in love with riding all over again. And there you have it. Which one's your dream ride? Drop a comment below and let us know. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more high-octane content. Until next time, keep those engines roaring.